Welcome back to the Business Advice Podcast. Today, Diane and I are tackling a topic that's probably on a lot of your minds, especially if you're listening to this during your lunch break or maybe even, dare I say, covertly at your desk at your job.
Oh, absolutely, Sean. We've all been there. That little voice in the back of your head whispering, "Is this all there is?" Or, "I wish I had more control over my time, my income, my future." And guess what? You can.
Exactly. Today, we're talking about why starting your own business, even if you're still clocking in for someone else, is not just a good idea, but almost a necessity in today's world. And specifically, why the U.S. is such a prime location for it.
I mean, let's be real. The American dream has evolved, right? It's not just about a steady job and a white picket fence anymore. It's about building something of your own, creating legacy, and having true financial resilience. And a side business is your express ticket to that.
It really is. One of the first things people think about, understandably, is money. And let's not sugarcoat it. A side business is a fantastic way to supplement your existing income. Your 9 to 5 might pay the bills, but a side hustle can help you pay off debt faster, save for that down payment, or finally take that dream vacation.
It's not just about more money now, though. It's about diversifying your income streams. Think about it. If your entire financial well-being rests on a single employer, you're always one layoff away from serious trouble. A side business acts as a financial shock absorber.
That's such a critical point, Diane. It's about building a safety net or even a launch pad. And beyond just raw income, there are significant tax advantages to having your own business, even a small one. Many expenses you incur can be legitimate business deductions, which can effectively lower your taxable income.
Oh, absolutely. Talk to any entrepreneur and they'll tell you about the tax benefits. Home office deductions, business mileage, equipment, even a portion of your internet bill, it adds up. But it's not just about the money, Sean. It's about personal growth, too.
Agreed. When you start your own venture, you're suddenly wearing all the hats, aren't you? You're the CEO, the marketing manager, the customer service rep, the finance department. You learn skills you might never get to develop in your specific role at a larger company.
Exactly. You're learning about sales, branding, social media, project management, even just managing your own time more effectively. These are all incredibly valuable skills, not just for your business, but for your career in general, even for your main job.
And let's not forget the sheer satisfaction of creating something from scratch. That sense of ownership, seeing your ideas come to life, solving a problem for someone. It's incredibly rewarding in a way that often a 9 to 5 just can't replicate.
It truly is. It taps into that innate human desire to build and create. And it can be an outlet for passions that your regular job doesn't allow. Maybe you're a whiz at graphic design, but your day job is accounting. A side business lets you flex those creative muscles.
Or maybe you love baking or restoring old furniture. Whatever it is, if there's a market for it, you can turn that passion into profit. And the beauty of starting a business in the US is the relatively low barrier to entry. Forming an LLC, for instance, is pretty straightforward in most states.
That's a huge point, Sean. Compared to many other countries, the regulatory environment here is often more entrepreneur-friendly. There are tons of resources, from online guides to local small business administration offices, designed to help you get started.
And the market size. The US has one of the largest and most diverse consumer markets in the world. Whether your niche is super specific or broad, there's likely a significant audience for what you're offering.
Absolutely. Think about the infrastructure, too. Reliable internet, payment processing systems, shipping networks. It all makes it so much easier to run a business from your spare bedroom or your garage than ever before. You don't need a huge storefront anymore.
So let's address the elephant in the room, time. People often say, I barely have time for my 9 to 5, and my family, how am I going to start a business?
It's a valid concern, Sean, but it's not about working 80 hours a week. It's about being strategic. Maybe it's an hour before work, or an hour after the kids are in bed, or dedicating your Saturday mornings. Consistency beats intensity, especially at the beginning.
And starting small is key. Don't try to build an empire overnight. Start with a minimum viable product or service. Get feedback, iterate. You don't need a massive investment or a full-time commitment from day one.
Think of it as an experiment. What's the smallest step you can take today? Can you validate your idea? Can you get one customer? It's about building momentum, not perfection. And the beauty is, if it doesn't work out, you still have your 9 to 5.
Which brings us to the risk factor. With a side business, you mitigate a lot of that risk. You're not putting your entire financial livelihood on the line. You can test waters, learn, and grow without the immense pressure of needing it to be your sole income immediately.
It's like a sandbox for entrepreneurship. You get to play, learn, fail safely, and get back up. That experience is invaluable. Even if that specific business doesn't take off, the knowledge you gain is something no one can ever take away from you.
And sometimes that side business can become so successful, it eventually replaces the 9 to 5, giving you that ultimate freedom and control. That's the dream for many, right?
Oh, absolutely. The golden handcuffs of a steady salary can feel really restrictive after a while. A side business gives you that leverage, that out, should you choose to take it. It puts the power back in your hands.
It also builds your network in a completely different way. You'll meet other entrepreneurs, potential collaborators, customers, and mentors you might never encounter within the confines of your corporate job.
And those connections can open up doors you didn't even know existed, both for your business and for your career overall. It's truly a win-win.
So, for anyone listening who's feeling that itch, that desire for something more, or just wanting to secure their financial future, what's the first tangible step you'd recommend, Diane?
I'd say start with what you know and what you love. What problem do you see that you could solve? What skill do you have that others might pay for? It doesn't have to be groundbreaking. It could be dog walking, tutoring, selling crafts, consulting in your area of expertise. Just brainstorm and write everything down.
That's great advice. Don't overthink it, just start exploring. The idea often refines itself as you go. And remember, the U.S. offers a really supportive ecosystem for new businesses. Utilize those resources.
Exactly. Don't let the fear of what if stop you. What if it works out? What if you discover a passion you never knew you had? What if it leads to financial freedom you only dreamed of? The benefits truly outweigh the perceived risks, especially when you can start small and learn.
It's about taking control, isn't it? Taking that agency over your own economic future. The security of a 9 to 5 is often an illusion. True security comes from building your own assets and diversifying your income.
It really does. So for anyone still on the fence, we hope this episode has given you the nudge you needed. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow, but you can certainly start laying the groundwork for something amazing today, even if it's just one small step.
Precisely. And we're talking about more than just money here. We're talking about unlocking potential, gaining freedom, and truly building the life you want on your terms. So go on, start brainstorming, start planning, and start building. You've got this.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you joining us on this journey.
Absolutely. We'll be back tomorrow with more insights to help you navigate your professional and personal life. Until then, take care and go make something happen.